Part 2, Student Interview, Learning Nemeth Code.
And your Braille skills are pretty good. How long have you been reading Braille?
Well, I started reading Braille when I was in preschool, which was at about age 4. And I had it completely mastered by the time I got into, I want to say my last year of kindergarten, maybe first year of first grade. So overall, I would say that, you know, over 2 years, I had math and all the contractions in grade 2 Braille mastered.
And do you know Nemeth code pretty well?
Yes. That's how I Braille all my math work, is using the Nemeth code.
How did you learn Nemeth code? Tell me about how that
Basically, I learned all of the numbers in the regular code first. And then after I got real familiar with that, then my teacher just kind of said, okay, today we're going to do the numbers and we're going to do them in Nemeth. And she explained to me how instead of using like dots 1, 4, and 5 to make a 4, you use dots 2, 5, and 6. And we would do weekly these little worksheets where she would ask me to Braille certain numbers in Nemeth code. And you know, we would judge how accurate I was from week to week. And you know, gradually that improved. And then, you know, that was about the time that my classmates were actually starting addition and subtraction. And so then they just introduced me to the plus and the minus sign as we went. And so really, I was learning both things at the same time, which worked out real convenient.
So you started out with the basic, what Nemeth code numbers look like, and then just as you learned the mathematics, studying mathematics along with your sighted peers, you just learned whatever symbols everybody else was studying, you were studying those symbols in the Braille math code. Is that correct?
Yes.
Good. Okay. And so when you got into algebra, that's when the various algebraic expressions, you were introduced to those then, just as they came up in the book?
Yes. However, I did know what parentheses and things looked like beforehand. That part of the Nemeth code I actually learned a little bit before algebra started.
But but generally, as the symbols came to the fore, you know, as they came up in your lessons, that's when you learned them, and your teachers told you how the meanings of this and that symbol. Is that correct?
Yes.
Good.
And we would also do a little bit more practice on them just to make sure that I had all the symbols correct.